You know that thing that happens. You take a perfect bite of a crisp apple. You get distracted for, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You come back, and it's already this unappealing brownish color.
Oh, yeah. It's the speed that always gets me. It feels almost instant.
Exactly. And I think most of us just assume it's rotting or maybe rusting like a piece of metal.
Right, which is partly true. It is oxidation, but it's so much more deliberate than that. It's actually a process called enzymatic browning.
So it's not just decaying. It's an active process.
It's active biology. To really get it, you have to picture what the apple cells look like before you take that bite.
Okay, so in a perfect intact cell, everything is sort of compartmentalized.
It's a high security situation. You have these things called phenolic compounds. They give the apple its taste locked away in one place, the vacuole.
A fuel, basically.
Exactly. And then the ignition switch for the reaction, an enzyme called polyphenol oxidase, or PPO, that's locked in a completely different spot.
So as long as the cell walls are intact, they never, ever meet.
They never meet. And then you take a bite.
The wrecking ball moment.
The wrecking ball, it just smashes those cell walls to pieces. The compartments fail. And for the first time, the PPO enzyme meets the phenolics.
And then the final ingredient rushes in from the outside oxygen.
A huge rush of oxygen. And that PPO enzyme is incredibly efficient. It just grabs the oxygen.
And uses it to transform the phenolics into something else.
Into something called ortho-quinones. And these things are, they're really unstable. They immediately start linking together.
And that chain they form, that's the brown stuff?
That's the brown stuff. It's a pigment called melanin.
Wait a minute, melanin. That's the same stuff that's responsible for skin tanning in humans, right?
It's the exact same family of pigments. You're basically watching the apple get a localized, super fast tan because of all that cellular chaos.
That is wild. You know, speaking of managing complexity and chaos.
A natural transition.
Right. If you're running a business and trying to figure out where AI agents or automation can actually help and not just add more noise, you should check out Silk.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They specialize in AI training and custom software development.
They really help you uncover where these technologies can make a real impact. So check them out at embersilk.com for your AI needs.
Definitely worth a look.
So back to the apples. Rapid tan. We know how it's happening, but why does the apple do this? It seems like a bad design.
Well, that's the coolest part. From the apple's perspective, that bite is a physical wound, a serious injury.
So it's not giving up.
It's fighting back. The browning is its attempt to, cauterize the wound, to seal it off.
You're kidding. So it's like a biological scab.
That's a perfect way to put it, because those quinones and the melanin aren't just for color. They have antimicrobial properties.
So it's trying to stop bacteria or fungus from getting in and infecting the seed.
It's fighting a microscopic battle to protect its future, even as it's being eaten.
That's incredible. I mean, I respect the fight, but I'd still prefer my apple slices to stay white. The classic trick is always lemon juice, right?
Yep. And that works because it's a direct attack on the enzyme. The acid lowers the pH so much that it denatures the PPO.
Denatures, like it breaks it.
It changes its physical shape, so it just can't grab onto the oxygen anymore. The reaction stops cold.
Or you could just put the slices in water, I guess.
And that just blocks the oxygen supply. No oxygen, no reaction. Simple as that.
And I've noticed some apples, like a Honeycrisp, seem to stay white way longer than, say, a Red Delicious.
That's just genetics. Some apple varieties have fewer of those phenolic compounds to begin with. Less fuel for the fire.
It totally changes how you see a browning apple slice.
Very.
It's not a sign of spoilage.
No, it's a sign of a robust, healthy biological system doing exactly what it evolved to do. It's life protecting itself.
It's really just a sign that it's working properly. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, and if you can, leave us a 5-star review. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.